Are you ready for some dish drying mat fun? Friends, this project series wasn't supposed to happen. I was making a whole compilation of dish drying mat projects for tomorrow's video. And I started doing these. I was working on a dish drying mat that I had gotten at Mardel's. It's beautiful. It has bees on it. I love it. And as I was doing it, I'm like, oh, I wanted to start with coasters. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then tell me in the comments, have you ever been doing a project and then as you were doing it, it morphs and now you have different projects coming to your mind as you're doing that one project? So that's what happened with this. So I started doing coasters and then I was like, wait a minute, that strip that's left looks like a key fob. And then I did that and then I saw what was left of the mat after that and I was like, oh, I bet we could put that in a frame and make something pretty. So all that to say is we have 3 super fun. We utilized everything of that dish drying mat, and I think we came up with 3 really fun things to do with dish drying mats. Now again, as I mentioned, tomorrow's video has 10, but tonight's is just a little teaser and I'll show you 3. I can't wait for you to see these. Friends, I'm so excited that you're here. And of course, tomorrow's video will have Livy featured doing one of the projects. Tonight she didn't. I stole them all. It's fine. Anyways, you ready? Let's get to it. Coming up first, this is the project that started everything. I was doing coasters, I was cutting them out. So let me show you, they were so easy and oh, they just came out really pretty. And you would never guess it was a dish drying mat. Let's make some coasters out of this dish drying mat that I got from Mardel's. I love this thing. If you know me, you know I love bees. And so I saw this and I had to get it, even though it was $5. It's fine. So, and it's got nubbies on the back, so that I thought it would be perfect for coasters. So here it is, all of the adorableness all spread out. So what I'm going to do is I just have this square. It's just from a Dollar Tree wall hanger thing. And I'm just kind of figuring out what picture do I want on my coaster. So all I'm doing is just arranging that, and then I'm using my erasable pen and just tracing. And now I'm using some pinking shears. I love them because they give a nice zigzaggy edge, and that means I don't have to do anything to the edge. If you wanted to do something to the edge, like use bias tape or something like that, you totally could. I am not. I'm leaving it raw. Now you could just stop right there. Ta-da! Could be a coaster, adorable. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to just sew a square on the inside. And that's all I did. Are you kidding me? Is this not adorable? Oh, so cute. So then you're going to do that. Same song, 2nd, 3rd, 4th verse, depending on how many coasters you want to do. I'm doing 4 because, I don't know, coasters come in a set of 4, but I have way more than 4 people. I don't know why I didn't make more. Silliness. Whatever. Like they're going to use them in my family anyway? No, they're just for decoration. Anyways, but this is what I did. And we're just going to cut them all out. And as I was cutting them out, you see that strip? I was like, oh, I think we were going to make something fun out of that. So as promised, that next one is going to be, see, I'm like, this is the wheels turning. I was like, oh, this is a key fob. Yeah. Hold on, Key Fob. You're going to have to wait until the coasters are done. Key Fob is going to be next. Don't worry. But anyway, so again, we're just going to cut out each of our coasters. I'm using a pinking shears. And the nice thing is that the erasable pen, it actually will disappear if you hit it with heat. So this is my heat gun, and I'm just erasing all of the pen mark. And if you're curious, the pen that I'm talking about is a friction erasable pen by Pilot, and I get mine Walmart, Target. You could probably even get them at Dollar General and Walgreens. I mean, any store usually has them, but there they are. Again, I just did a sewed circle, square on the inside, not even perfect, and I love it. But then I thought, oh, let's go one step further. I took a Dollar Tree little basket and put them in it, and how cute are these? Does this not fit perfect with the bee coasters? Now we have a container. Yes, please, and thank you. Look at how cute they are. And it's a dish drying mat. I suppose you could use these also for makeup remover pads or anything, or little scrubbies for your sink, but I thought they worked well as a coaster. Okay, up next, after I was doing those coasters, I was like, oh my goodness, that looks like a key fob. And so I made it a key fob, and it came out so good. Okay, next we are going to use our scrap from our dish drying mat project when we made coasters, and we're going to make a key fob because that's how my brain works. I saw that strip of the dish drying mat and I was like, that looks like a key fob. So there you go. So for this, I'm going to use a wee tiny little tassel. So I have some key rings. I also have a little jump ring. I have the pliers for our key fob holder. Now, what I'm going to do first is use my pinking shears, and I'm just going to, I used the pinking shears first, and then I decided, you know what? The pinking shears probably aren't the best idea. So all that to say is sometimes when I'm crafting, you have to watch all the way through because sometimes I change my mind mid-craft and I'm like, oh, maybe we should do something different. And that's what we did here. So what you want to do when you do a key fob, I did it 12 inches long, and I'm going to make sure that it's only as wide as my key fob hardware. Now, for this, you see I'm going over and I'm just trimming it down with my regular scissors. And if you know me, you know I can't cut a straight line for anything. Lord have mercy. So I put it down and used my rotary cutter and got a nice straight line, and so much better. Hooray. All right, so as mentioned, here's our strip. We are going to cut it to 12. I like to cut mine to 12 inches. You can do yours as long or as short as you want. Then for the top, I'm just snipping off the corners. And this is just going to make it go into the key fob hardware a little bit easier because a dish drying mat is rather bulky. But there we go. We're just going to shove that in there. Perfect. Get it nice and straight. Ta-da. And then after that, now I have pliers specifically for the key fob hardware, but you can, if you've seen other videos that I've done, I've used just rusty old pliers too. That works. But I got fancy and got myself a pair of regular pliers for it. And there it is. Now, I like the distressed vibe, so I kind of like rubbed my hand over it just to make sure that it kind of got a little distressed. Next, I'm going to use that wee little jump ring. And yes, my daughter was a jewelry maker, so I have these little tools that make getting these onto our things easier. You don't have to use the tools. Get the little jump ring onto your little tassel, then take that, and I'm going to do the key ring that goes with the key fob hardware. I'm going to add that to our key fob top. Then we're going to put our tassel on a key ring as well. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to use the tassel. But I thought it would look cute, and it was a little bit, it made it hang down a little bit lower. So there's that. Then we're going to add that to our key fob top, and ta-da. I love this. I was contemplating adding like silicone beads to it. I decided on just going easy peasy and simple, and look at how cute this is. Out of a dish drying mat. Yes, please, and thank you. It wasn't even supposed to be a project, but my crazy pants brain, I saw it, and here we go. Okay, last up on this dish drying mat, this bee dish drying mat, I'm going to make an adorable frame using one of the pieces that was left from the dish drying mat. And let me just say this. It was a Hot Mess Express. It was a let's make lemonade out of lemons kind of situation because I messed it up. It looked bad, but I think I pulled it out. I don't know. We salvaged it. Fair enough, right? Here's another project that we used using a dish drying mat. I got this dish drying mat from Mardel's. You could use any dish drying mat. For this project, we're going to use some stamps. I'm going to be using the blessed, and then I'm going to be using some letters to spell B-E-E. Here's our dish drying mat. I also have a little bee that I got from Temu. I also have some cute little tags, got those from Dollar Tree. I have this little frame, and I had gotten this from Dollar General. I did not pay $3. I think it was like 90% off. It was crazy. All right, so the first thing I did was make sure you take the tag off the back of that. It's ridiculous. But anyways, all I'm doing right now is kind of measuring up where I want the images to be on my frame. And I'm using my erasable pen. It's a friction pen to trace it out. Then we're going to just cut it out. Now here, I thought I was being slick, friends. I thought I was doing something. I was like, perfect. We're going to cut it a little bit big, and then we're going to glue it to the inside of the frame, and then we'll just cut it from there. I know. This is one of those projects making lemonade out of lemons kind of thing. I put some hot glue on and I started pressing my the dish drying mat down into the frame so that it was really close to the edges. Again, I did not see the bad decision yet, and it's okay. This is just an example of sometimes your projects don't work out as you think immediately, but if you stick with it, sometimes you can make something really cool out of it, even though it's not what you wanted it to be. So there it is. Make sure that it's all on there. Now here's where it gets wonky pants. I was like, oh, I'll just use my X-Acto knife and I'll just cut the excess. I'll just follow the inside frame and it'll be easy. It'll be fine, except it's not. The fabric with this dish drying mats isn't the same as just regular fabric. So it just did not want to cut. Plus this particular dish drying mat has like nubbies on the back. So I think that aided in my it going not so great. But we just kept plugging through. I kept trying. And if you do it and you are doing the same thing, you're going to just be aware, have to go over it many times with your X-Acto knife. Now, this is a new blade too. I know somebody's going to say, well, change the blade. It's a new blade. But anyways, I did that. And then I was like, are you kidding? It is like all like, it doesn't match the frame, like it was a gap. And then it was all fringy, which, to be clear, I don't mind entirely, but this looked a little junky and I wasn't super happy about it. But we're going to make it work. So I took some of these are from American Crafts. It's, they're just little silicone stamps. And I put the B on there. I put letters BEE on top, put some ink on it. And then we're just going to stamp that onto that tag from Dollar Tree. Ta-da! Look at how cute. I love it. Then we're going to take it and we're going to crumple it up. I know if you don't like the distressed vibe, don't do it. But this is really cool. So if you crumple it up and then we're going to use some wax and just wipe it on with a sponge just so it gets a little junky looking. Oh, I love that. Then I decided, you know what, let's try to mask the mess that we made. So I took some florals that I had gotten at Michael's. These are like purple pussy willows, which I think are really pretty. So I just glued a couple of those on the side. Then I have these yellow, I don't even know what they are, but I just started gluing. Listen, I just started gluing. I was like, we are going to make this better or else. So I just started gluing these little yellow flowers. Then I decided, hey, let's add some Spanish moss because Spanish moss makes everything better. Then I added a couple of these little white flowers. Again, the florals I got from Michael's. They were on sale for sure. I trimmed up our Spanish moss a little bit. And you know what? I'm not super mad. I think it looks really cute. Then I took, this is wire wrapped. It's got paper on the outside. And I made a loop, put it through the tag hole, then pull the tails through, and now we have it attached to the tag. I took a straw and just wrapped it all the ends on that, so I made little like spirals. Then I added some hot glue to the back of that, added that to our frame, and I gotta be honest, I love it more than what I had envisioned. And I love it when that happens. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if that ever happens to you, where you wind up getting sidetracked and then, oh, what a surprise. Yay. So anyways, friends, look at how pretty. I love it. Well, there you have it. 3 super easy things that you can do with a dish drying mat. And again, it's a little sneak peek because tomorrow I have 10 more. So come back tomorrow too. Friends, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you don't miss out on any of the Crazy Pants DIY fun. Thanks again, friends, for being here. You know what comes next. Now it's your turn. Go make something pretty.